Hi guys, so this video again is just to help us practice notes. Today's topic is place values. Alright, so you may already know place values, but I want to show it to you in a different way just to really help you master it. So, example number 1. What does the 4 represent in the number 14,356.02? So we're talking about this 4 right here. Right? While this has decimals, I just want us for this example to focus on the whole number section. So 14,356. Okay? This can be written differently. I can say that this part is just a 6. I can say this 50 part represents 50. So far 56 is the same thing written as 50 and 6. Then I have the 3, which represents 300. The 4, which represents 4,000. And the 1, which represents 10,000. So this is just the same number but split up. So 10,000, 4,000, 300, 50, and 6. So if I put that in words, we would have 10,000, 4,000, 300, 50, and 6. So when we are talking about place values, we're really talking about the zeros, okay? So this is considered the ones because there's only one number with no zero. If you look here, there's no zero next to it like the other ones. This is considered the tens place because if you think about it, if I draw a 10, how many zeros does it have? It has 1 0. This is considered the hundreds place because, again, if I write 100, how many zeros does it have? It has 2. And so on. So this would be the thousands. And this is the 10,000. So whenever you don't know a placeholder or a place value, you can think of it as if I draw the number 1,000, how many zeros does it have? 3. So if I break this up, I should also have 3 zeros. So the 4 represents the 1,000 place. Okay, and you don't have to break it up like that. You can just memorize 10,000s, thousands, hundreds, tens, ones, but I just wanted to show it to you a different way to kind of think of it from another perspective. Okay, so why don't you try example 2 now? Alright, let's look at example number 3. Okay, what does the 9 represent in 10.891? So we're talking about this number here. I'm going to write it a little bigger. Okay, so decimals, it goes the same way. Alright, but when we have decimals, we don't have a ones place. Alright, so if you think of this trick, I'm going to show you a trick. Okay, think of the decimal place as like the center point. So if I say 10, I would write 1, 0. If I say 100, I would write 1, 0, 0. And 1,000, we just talked about, is 3 zeros. So when I'm talking about the decimal side of it, I'm thinking of these things as the zeros and our decimal as the 1. So that means if there's 1 0, this 8 would be the tenths place. This 9 would be in 2 0 spots. See, 1, 2, lines up. And that's the hundredths. And lastly, this spot would be the thousands. So it's the same words that we did up top, but now it has a THS at the end. Thousandths. Where here, all of them ended in a DS. Hundreds, tens, ones. Now we have thousandths, tenths. Okay, so the 9 represents the tenths place. Oh, sorry, I wrote that wrong. Not the tenths. You guys have to correct me. It represents the hundredths. Because it has 2 places after the decimal. So it's the same as having 2 zeros. Okay, try example number 4. And lastly, we're going to fill out this table. This is like our general table. So this is always going to be our decimal place. Oh, I don't want that to turn. Okay, and again, if I have my decimal place, and if I'm talking about the decimal side, this would be 1 place, so it would have 1 0, which is the same as being in the tenths. This would have 2 zeros, 1, 2, so that's the hundredths. And then it just goes up the same way. Thousandths. Ten. Thousandths. This is our ones, because if I wrote the numbers this way, this would have no 0, so it's a 1. The next one would be tens, because it has a 0. 100. 1,000. And lastly, 10,000. So you can use this as a guide. If you didn't get examples 2 and 4 before, use this guide to help you answer them.